of Fujitsu and Siemens is strong. It goes back many years. So as you know, Fujitsu in the 1923 had a stakeholding in Fujitsu when the Furukawa organization and Siemens merged. And that is where the JI in Fujitsu Siemens evolves from. And that relationship and the strength of business governance between the two organizations has presided for the last 50, 60, 70 years and continues to exist not only at R&D level of product, but also in business collaborations like we are talking about today. And I think the business collaborations are built on a strong DNA of organizations that have evolved over the last 50, 60 years. A unique value proposition. I think the nice thing about it is we're talking about open communications and we're talking about an end-to-end stack where the customer's got a single point of contact. And if you take the footprint that currently resides within the Siemens Enterprise Network organization and the openness of the technologies that we're offering, it really becomes an attractive offering for the customers across India. And with the footprint of SEM, they can take anywhere from North India down to South India, from west to east as well. And I think that would be appealing. It also means we can attract different types of customers as well, because we can also start going more into SMB type customer space as well, which also opens up new and exciting channels for us as well. Very much depends on the organization and their approach. Certain organizations believe in the acquisition and building their stacks, and certain organizations believe in collaborations or technology agreements or sales engagements. And in this situation, we are a technology partner and a sales partner as well. So at the moment, the two organizations will continue to drive their own strategies, and we believe the stack that we offer is a flexible business model for the customer. And time will tell whether this approach is right or wrong, whether it should be an acquisition approach or whether it should be a collaboration approach. There will be certain training initiatives that go on, certain amount of account mapping and the normal type of activity that you would normally do with any channel program that you would normally do. There's a consistent channel communication that will go on normally. But traditionally what you find in India is you've got, in the traditional IT landscape, a partner would normally work with multiple vendors anyway. So the requirement there would be totally different. So they're traditionally focusing on more traditional IT requirements where they would do a price comparison, a technology comparison. Whereas when you're talking about a communication channel partner, the uniqueness of the value is quite a different value proposition to what you would normally experience, let's say, in traditional channel landscapes in the IT space. It very much comes back to the maturity of the business partner. So depending on where they are and their customer intimacy and their customer intimacy generally, you've seen different responses. Some of them see it as a huge benefit because it gives them differentiation and allows them to compete against some of their traditional vendors as well. Some of them say, well, it doesn't really affect us in the general scope of what we are doing, and they will continue to focus purely on the traditional hardware layer anyway, will not move into the communication stack. So it really depends very much on the maturity of the organization and where they are as far as readiness to take this convergence that we're talking about today. In any multinational, you normally have a tiering structure as far as your partners are concerned. So when I spoke earlier about the partners that were excited about it, they would traditionally be the partners at the top of the pyramid as far as our select partner landscape. So we have a select partner roadmap in our channel program, which would be like any other multinational, unmanaged, managed, select expert. And once a person normally moves into their expert band, and they tend to have a requirement to have resources trained and skilled around the different technologies and solutions that we're looking for. So what we would set ourselves to do is to put certain targets in place, to make sure that in each region we have a set number of expert partners to be able to deliver on these different types of solutions and technology enablers that Anil was just referring to.